Holy Bible may preach peace, but when it is Christendom itself that is threatened, then it is every Christian's duty to defend all that is holy. His Holiness the Pope has called a crusade to reclaim the Holy Lands from the infidel, who would deny Christian pilgrims their right to visit the holy places. It is time for the armies of Christendom to put aside their differences and unite under one banner, the sign of the cross, and give back God's children what is rightfully theirs, or die trying.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So as you saw in that opening cinematic, we have a crusade, one that has been called against Jerusalem, right? Yes, it was. So obviously we are ideally positioned to be the ones to win this little race. And in fact, I really think that we should be absolutely the ones who should win this race, just by virtue of needing to, well, improve our relations here with the Pope. For some reason, we've never, ever had a good relationship with any of the popes. It would be nice if we could boost our standing just a bit. I actually don't know how much winning a crusade would actually boost this by, but I'm hoping a decent, a reasonable amount. Now the question is how exactly to go about doing this. Because we have actually also received a mission for the king to personally join the crusade. Now that's not an issue really, because of course His Majesty is right here, already in the Holy Land, or in Egypt. Wait, Egypt considered part of the Holy Lands? Well, I don't know. Anyway, he's in Egypt, and he is poised, or well-suited, to go and take Jerusalem, and actually Gaza, too. Now, there is an Egyptian force here, as you guys probably noticed, and they appear to be on jihad, or at least that's what I assume that, I'm pretty sure that's what that symbol means. And they're heading towards, I believe, Baghdad, which is why it's, like, lit up like this. So what I'm thinking is, since he can move much further than I can, as you can see, he can actually make it here by this turn. We'll actually let him get a little ways ahead of us, and we might even attack and take Gaza without having joined the crusade. Then once we've taken Gaza, we'll join the crusade and take Jerusalem. At least that's what I think we'll do. To be honest, I don't want to have to fight this Egyptian force as well, and since they appear to be just kind of going their way to Baghdad, I kind of want to let them go. Otherwise, I would just join the crusade right now. But anyway, that's the plan here. It'll be a few turns. I think it takes like 3 turns to get to Gaza, unless of course we do change our mind and join the crusade, in which case I think he gets double movement, so we could actually reach it perhaps by maybe 2 turns, because I guess there is this little bit here where we can't quite join it yet. But anyway, that's what's happening over there. Now, over here, once again, the Milanese have decided to besiege Genoa. Once again, they have done it with a laughably insignificant force. Like, I don't know why they keep thinking that these little 3-4 unit stacks are going to take Genoa. So we're going to fight that battle and take them out. And then we have a much more substantial battle here against the Milanese. Now this battle's kind of interesting. I actually said, I think it was last episode, that when I saw this force it was like up here, and I wondered if they would actually come down here to try and intercept us, and the answer appears to be yes. Now, looking at their troops, at first I was like, oh, look at how little infantry they have, and no real cavalry, but the harder I stare at this, this military force here, the more the dread builds in my gut. That's a lot of armor-piercing crossbowmen who actually have decent, not great, but decent melee stats. I fear what we are going to have to do is basically charge our mercenary spearmen into a withering hail of crossbow bolts and ballista and catapult fire to just come to grips with the enemy as quickly as possible, while our cavalry goes around and tries to hit maybe the artillery and their general from the rear and the flanks. Because I have no intention of fighting like an artillery and missile duel with these guys. As good as our longbowmen are, I don't think facing 6 units of Genoese crossbow militia would be a favorable engagement, especially since one of them is actually at half strength. Catapults might do somewhat well, but they would have, well, I guess their own artillery to deal with. So no, I think what we would have to do is charge them. Charge them. I mean, we'll have the longbowmen follow right behind them to see if there's any targets of opportunity that they could fire on, but yeah. I feel like this will be a bloody engagement, which we will win, of course, but it will be a bloody engagement. Of course, once we have destroyed them, that would be basically the end of the Milanese in terms of any real military strength. I think they have, well, they have this force here, obviously, which is admittedly somewhat sizable, and they have that castle, but we're going to ignore them for now. Once we defeat this army, we'll go right for Milan. All right, and was there anything else? Anything else of note? Don't think so. The general army did eliminate that other small Danish force. We actually managed to get a bit of money from a ransom. So they've kind of been pushed out of our territory, so they'll probably come right back into our territory. Oh, and look at that.
If it is a fight you wish, come closer.
It looks like the Danes have actually started to put together a somewhat significant force here for once. We are also sending our fleet here. I want to see if I can maybe blockade some of their ports and kind of put some pressure on them. So I've got my 4 ships here, and hopefully, I mean, I assume they only have like a couple of settlements. It's like this is Polish over here, and oh, actually, they might have like 3, because I guess this is one as well. But then the rest of this is either Polish or, you know, like the Holy Roman Empire. So I don't think they have a large, I was going to say empire, but I don't know if they have 3 settlements. Can you really call them an empire? That seems a little over the top. But anyway, we'll see what damage we can do with the navy, what damage we can do with the generals here, as we've been doing. We have Prince Tostig's army, whoops, which is here. He just destroyed a rebel force that popped up right outside of Toulouse here, so maybe a brief bit of retraining. We could also boost up our armor just a little bit, though I don't want to wait more than like a turn or 2. Well, even like 1 turn maybe is probably all I would wait. I am somewhat worried that His Holiness is going to issue another mission to leave the French alone, because it seems like it's been a while since he's told us to leave the French alone, so I'm just sort of expecting that to happen any day now. Obviously, His Holiness thinks very highly of the French. So yeah, I'm not sure if we'll even be able to get to Zaragoza before a mission gets issued. In which case, the Prince will probably just have to wait here at Toulouse for a bit. I don't know what else I would really do with him in the meantime. I don't think he needs to come over here and help sort out Milan. And even if he did, it would probably be over by the time he got over here. And the missions tend to be for like 5 turns or so. And it would take him like 5 turns just to get over here anyways. So he would probably just have to sit around here and wait for the mission to expire. But alright, I believe that is it. I don't see anything else here, so let's do the much smaller of the fights first against this force here. And let's take them out quickly. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. We've already gotten all of our forces, except for the catapults, out of the city here, and so they are just charging forward to come to grips with our enemy. And the enemy is opening fire. I think what we will do is we're going to tell the archers to fire on them. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, and look at how nice and bunched up my units are. That was an unfortunate decision on my part. I probably should have not done that. Ouch. Someone died back there. Alright, you guys charge into the sides there. You guys charge into the sides here. We'll have these guys charge into the sides over here once they get over here. Okay, archers, you can stop firing. Alright, in the flank. Let them have it. Alright, let's bring our mercenary spearmen around here. They're probably our best unit.
Our foolish general has thrown his life away.
Oh,
Our men are winning the
really?
battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, well that breaks them, so I guess you guys go ahead and pursue them. You guys fight here. Or actually, you guys disengage and go chase them. That way we don't have one of our, like, better units do that. But you guys attack over here.
Behold how
And there
our
we go.
cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
And with that, they are defeated. And I'm not sure if we will even be able to catch them. Guess we might as well just speed it up, and if they catch them, they catch them, and if they don't, then they don't. Yeah, I figure they're either the same speed as us or slightly faster, so they'll probably just all get away.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
I mean, if you say so, that was basically a more or less even exchange, but, yeah. Let's go ahead and take this back to the campaign map. Now, I don't want any more guys getting back to Milan. I already feel like they're going to receive reinforcements from this battle. I kind of want to just execute them. And again, it's not much in the way of troops. Then again, it's not much in the way of money. Or you know what, just... There we go. Guess we neither get the money, nor do they get the troops. Alright, but no delay, let's just jump right into the next fight.
I wish they'd never been born, sire.
This one looks a lot less on our side here. In fact, I'm hoping that they don't start off like on a mountain. Which they might, so they could just rain fire down on us. That would be quite terrible, but let's see what the battlefield looks like.
Leave your mercy behind, men.
Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. Unfortunately, the enemy did not get some absurd position like up on a mountain. In fact, I think the battlefield ends, yeah, like right there. I thought they would actually take this hill here, but they actually are not. So our cavalry are actually charging in that direction. We have our spearmen charging in down here. The enemy is obligingly charging towards us for some reason. Really, that's actually quite obliging of them. I would think that, you know, missile infantry would want to, like, stand back. You guys are engaging them. Very good. You guys turn around and charge them. You guys continue chasing these guys, though. No, over here, pals. Over here.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Now, I don't see their artillery back here, even though I'm pretty sure they are somewhere back here. Oh, here they are. Oh, no. Those are militia. Okay, that's weird. Okay, well, anyway, get over here and charge them down. Yeah, those guys are actually going to have issues winning over there. Oh, it's all right here. Their artillery actually, like, moved up. with the rest of their troops. An interesting choice. See, they're wavering. All right, General, get your bodyguard over here. I want you to take out those guys before they do anything unfortunate. Let's pull this cavalry out of here and let the infantry take over this fight.
Victory will be ours.
What we'll do is we'll then charge them into the rear here. Oh boy, our guys are going to lose over there. All right, good. You routed them, so get over here and help those guys. Whereas you guys stay over here. Or actually, no. Go for the general, since he's pulled his units out again, or his bodyguard out. All right, let's pull the cavalry out of here just in general. I think they're taking unfortunate numbers of casualties against some of these guys. Oh, they've been given the order to withdraw. We shan't be letting that happen. Cavalry, turn around, let them have it. Right, how's the general doing?
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break.
All right, he's won that engagement.
Half the enemy force remains.
Wow, they still had half of their forces?
George, we've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run. Now he can rest at our leisure.
Let's see. You guys... Let's get over here and attack them, and then we've got the general. Why don't you come over here and take out... Actually, yes, you take out them. You go get them. As these guys are routing right into you guys, you can help out there. Ouch, 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 ouch. Look at some of these casualties, and it looks like a bunch of them are going to manage to escape. Yeah, basically all of these guys will escape. Guess we'll send them running after them anyways, because why not? Other than that, it's just these few guys here to mop up. To be honest, I think we took too many casualties among the cavalry. I mean, it's not a terrible amount, but at the same time, I think I could have pulled them out a little faster when they were fighting those spear infantry. I left them fighting for too long. We also took a fair number of casualties among our mercenary spearmen, but I guess that's kind of expected since they had to fight Genoese crossbow militia, who again have, you know, pretty decent melee stats in addition to being able to fire crossbow bolts on us, though I don't think they got off too many shots from what I could see.
Our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
All right, what have we got left? Yeah, I think it's just these few guys up here on this hill over here.
This is a
And they're already gone.
that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Dang, maybe I should have brought in my longbowmen. I kind of left them and the catapults back, but I think the longbowmen might have been able to help us if I had brought them up sooner. Alright, so yes, mercenary spearmen, basically, they more or less gave as good as they got in each case. Like, sometimes they killed more, sometimes they killed less, but I don't think it was by absurd numbers. Mailed knights did very well. Though in some cases, again, casualties inflicted were more or less in line with their own casualties. Where they shine is, as usual, in catching prisoners after they've already started running. Alright, but anyways, let's see, how many survivors did we have? 175. Okay, I guess that's not a ton, but still, I didn't want any of them to live. All right, let's take this back to the campaign map then. Oh, look at all of that money! Look at all those troops who I would let escape if they actually paid me that sum of money. And then they would go probably back to Milan. Or maybe they would get pushed back to... I don't know what the rules here are. Maybe they would get pushed back in this direction. I mean, I doubt they could actually afford that. Anyways. You know what? Let's see what happens. As expected. Oh, it actually says our enemies claim they cannot afford the ransom. Oh, I wonder if it says something different if they actually can afford the ransom. But just are refusing to pay it. Alright, and it looks like none of them technically got away. Excellent. Oh, you freaking Byzantines.
My king.
Alright, anyway, yeah, we did take something of a beating, but obviously we can still advance towards Milan. And yes, we do have some mercenary spearmen replacements here and here that we could also call upon.
An order.
So the army is not crippled, just slightly beaten up. But anyway, I think that was actually it for now, so I will just bring you guys back as more of interest occurs. Okay, guys, welcome back. Admittedly, welcome back very briefly, because we actually don't have a battle to fight or anything. It's just that His Holiness the Pope has died, so we have yet another papal election to go through. Actually, quite a few things have happened on the campaign map, but we'll save that for a future turn. Right now, we're just going to go right through papal election so you guys can see what is going on. Though, first things first, I just realized I should probably take you through the College of Cardinals. Also, I should look at this myself. Yeah, we don't want the French guy to win. We might want the Holy Roman Empire guy to win. Now, Venice might not vote for him now because they actually just broke their alliance. Well, I guess technically they were their vassal. I don't know that they're not actually like enemies though, right? Right, they're still allies. Wait, no, it was Venice. It was Venice that the Holy Roman Empire was a protectorate or a vassal of. Now they're nothing at all. And apparently they've also allied with Milan, or were they always allied with Milan? Dang, they've got a lot of allies. No wonder every time I attack the Milanese, everyone hates me just a little bit more. Just absurd. Okay, all right. But anyway, we must get through this. So, the Holy Roman Empire. They're allied with Milan. Does Milan have any preferati? No. Much to my surprise. Because their guy was the last pope, and so I assumed they had... I guess maybe they only had one cardinal, and he was one of the preferati, so he just kind of made it in. Kind of interesting, I guess. And then we have the French, who are allied with the Milanese. Oh, which actually, so are the Holy Roman Empire, so I don't know where they will vote. The Papal States are enemies of Sicily. Which I don't think Sicily even has... No, they don't even have a cardinal, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, I have no idea where anyone will vote then, other than, of course, myself, and I do have a lot of cardinals. I have 4. Which would make me a little more, you know, happy. Except last time I had like 3, and it didn't seem to help at all. I managed to tie. I caused a tie, but it didn't really change anything in my favor. All right, let's get to the election. I guess we don't want the French guy to win. We don't really want the Papal States guy to win. We don't really want any of them to win, but... I mean, of all of them, I guess the Holy Roman Empire is the one that I would like to win the most. Our relations are terrible with everyone, after all, but... All right, Holy Roman Empire, here we go. His Holiness feels no ill will against you. Does that mean that's better than it used to be? That's better than it used to be. Pope Pyrrhus. All right. All right, so the Holy Roman Empire guy definitely got in. Oh, it looks like Poland voted for the Papal States guy. I think they're actually enemies, though, with the Holy Roman Empire, and they don't have any particular relations with France, so maybe that's why. All right, so now let's click that, and now let's look. Come on, please. Yes, I'm actually reasonably in favor with His Holiness the Pope. And he's actually somewhat young, too. I mean, not, like, really young, but he'll actually be Pope for some time, unless someone, like, assassinates him or he dies in battle or something. So, hooray! Oh, hooray, hooray. All right, but anyway, I'm just sorry. I know I'm being silent here, but I'm just sort of like basking in the glory of it all, actually being somewhat in the Pope's favor. Somewhat. Not really, just he doesn't hate me. And that's an improvement. That's quite the improvement. So anyway, that's all I brought you guys back for right now. I'll, of course, bring you back as more of interest occurs. Okay, guys, welcome back. So as you just saw, a papal election occurred, and we are now somewhat in His Holiness's good graces for once in our lives. Now, that doesn't mean we're abandoning our aspirations for the Crusade. However, things have taken a slight turn. For one, His Majesty, King Rufus, much to all of our great sorrow, has perished of old age. Not on the battlefield or anything. That does mean his army, though, is now without a general. So I'm going to have Morris of Birmingham here take command of the army, and it looks like we should be able to have him take command next turn, and then we'll start having him go up to Gaza, as we originally planned. However, with the death of His Majesty, that mission we had from the Pope to have him join the Crusade is actually now gone. It didn't look like we failed it, like in the sense that now, like, the Pope is upset with us or anything. It's like it kind of just, I guess, expired, or, I don't know, became invalid. So now all we have is the regular mission to join the Crusade with no specific time limit. I think we are now going to do our initial plan. We'll have, what's your name? Morris of Birmingham. Morris the Great, our best general, is going to take over command of the army and start heading towards Gaza. Now, I don't know if I'll have him immediately join the Crusade or not. I'm still a little undecided. Obviously, this army that was on Jihad is going to be well ahead of us by then, so I guess maybe it doesn't matter if I go ahead and join it at that point. But I definitely just want to get the army in his hands very soon, because I believe these guys can actually technically rebel and become rebels, though I don't think they will. It's only been like a turn since the king died, and we should, again, get our general in there by next turn, so I think we'll be fine, but that's also why I'm having them actually move in his direction rather than waiting for him. Just because I kind of want them to hurry up and have their commander. So anyway, that's what's happening over there. Some other nations have joined the Crusade. I can't remember which one. So they're now all at war with Egypt. I do think they are still quite far away, though, since they just joined the Crusade. So I think we still have time. We can still make it well ahead of them. And that should boost our approval rating with the Pope considerably. Which, again, is absolutely what we want. So, everything's looking good on that front. So now, back over here, we have His Majesty, King Tostig. His army is replenishing in Toulouse, and he'll be heading to Zaragoza in a turn or two. Let's see. We do have some small rebel forces that are popping up here, much to my annoyance. So what I've done is I've split off part of the general army up here, and I'm sending him down here to go after them. We'll take some troops from Dijon, too, just to sort of eliminate them. Meanwhile, the rest of the general army, plus some spear militia that were sitting here in Antwerp, are standing here on the bridge to basically ward off any attacks by Denmark in this direction. Our fleet is also coming around here to see what ships of theirs we can find, if any, and blockade some ports. I do have like another ship just coming up here to actually blockade this port. And put some pressure on the Danes, since we don't really have like a spare army at the moment to go after them. Let's see, I think that's everything over here. So now, over here in northern Italy. So the Milanese actually sent, basically, I guess, all of the forces that they still have, apart from, like, these two guys here in Bern and the garrison at Milan, to just, like, stand right next to our army here.
I will enjoy your land and women.
So I think we need to eliminate them before we actually... Oh, here, let's have the spy move to the other side. We need to eliminate them before besieging Milan.
Yes.
We are short a cavalry unit and, I guess, 2 infantry units, technically, because this unit is basically gone. In fact, you know what? I think I'll just send him out of the army, because there's really no point in having him there. All right, but we still have, of course, a big enough force to eliminate them. It's just that... that's another delay to besieging Milan. But anyway, that's the battle we're going to fight this turn, so let's let them have it.
Yes, sire. Moving to crush the enemy.
Oh, he has the Knight Attacker trait the same as Edward does. Well, then I guess we'll just leave it off for now, then. Looks like most of his units... Well, I was going to say most of his units are at full strength, but that's not really true. Anyway... we should still be able to take them, no problem.
There'll be no escaping us now.
Okay, guys. Welcome to the battle. Actually, I am going to pause things here for a minute, because I just want to point out something. Because when I saw this battlefield, my heart just immediately sank. Like, oh my lord, what have I done? Because if you look up here, the enemy actually... had their deployment zone extend up here. And so I sort of assumed that the AI would just totally use this. And unfortunately, my zone extended only into, like, these rocks and stuff here. So I would have had to, like, charge up here in order to get to them. And I'm thinking that I would have had to, well, basically withdraw, because we would be at just such a disadvantage that we would just get shot to pieces as we come up here. But they didn't do that. Where they are now is basically where they started. And they were facing this way, towards the river. And I have no idea why. I mean, obviously, they're turning around now and appear to be going I don't know where. But the point is that it was a very odd decision on their part. I mean, it does look like you can go up here. My cursor isn't, like, going, like, Xing out. You see how it X's out? You go to terrain that you can't send troops to. So I assume they could have started up here, and I'm just very thankful that that didn't actually happen. So anyway, let's continue. Now it looks like you guys get over here. I don't know where they're going exactly. Are they actually rushing up the hill? They might be doing that. An interesting decision, to be sure. A very interesting decision, to be sure. Yeah, they're rushing up the hill that they frankly could have just started on. Okay, let's have those spearmen come on over here.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
You guys get over here. I want a couple of spearmen units kind of watching this general here, because I assume he's going to turn around once he realizes his mistake here. Attack, attack. Just keep attacking in this direction, guys. Here, you... Actually, yes, you continue after them. You get over here. You kind of... Well, here, attack these guys in the side here. And you guys continue... Oh, go get them. And you go get them. Alright. Catapults kind of line up behind there.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Hey, seriously, what are you guys doing? I thought I told you to go after these guys. Let's get these spearmen after them. Oh, here we go. Can we intercept them? It looks like we can. You guys get over there and get them. You guys come over here and get those guys. They are spearmen, but there's only 31 of them left, so we should be able to take them out. And it looks like we've caught the general here. Between spearmen and some mailed knights. Though I think the mailed knights would have trouble against a general's bodyguard. I might just pull them back. Oh, nope, nope. Get him! Get him! Ignore those orders! Go get him! No, no, there's the general! Quick! Pursue! Wait, how would they get off the battlefield over here? Where's the edge? Okay, it's all the way up there. Oh, but he's not running in that direction anymore. Where is he? Oh, there we go!
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Well, it also helped that the AI like recognized the value of this hill, but not during the deployment phase. Again, I don't know why. I mean, I guess I could see them starting off down here, just not realizing the value of the hill back there. But at the same time, they were facing the river. Like, my deployment zone wasn't in that direction. There's like 0 chance that I would be over there. And then they just immediately start rushing right for the hill. A hill that, again, I remind you, they could have just started off on. But they did not. Alright, but anyway, victory for us. So, I guess everything kind of looks as one would expect. No surprises here, so let's take this right back to the campaign map. Look at that money! Look at that money! They cannot afford that. They really can't. There's no way. There's no way they can afford that. So I might as well just hit ransom. Because I believe if you actually just straight up execute them, I think it like really lowers your reputation with other factions and stuff. I mean, I'll still do it, obviously, if I preferred to have them all executed rather than them like retreating into a settlement, for example. But I knew in that case that it wasn't going to happen. They definitely did not have the money for all that. So anyway, that takes care of them, so we should be able to besiege Milan. We'll bring up some reinforcements from here first, I think.
An order.
We'll just have them kind of meet them here and then besiege Milan. But anyway, looks like that is... yeah, I think that's everything. So I will just bring you guys back as more of interest occurs.